Oh, hey there. Okay, so again, this is Chris from Forex. This is the video Forex trading tutorial, right? So in this video, we are going to speak about top, should I say, brokers who doesn't have to require you any, should I say, deposit for you to begin your trading career. Okay, so that is basically what I'm doing because I'm just a beginner, so that is why I have to accumulate these brokers for me to pump up my skills and my abilities in the forex market world. Right, so this is the most important. Okay, so if you really wanted to diversify your forex trading, should I say, capability, okay, this is your best, should I say, um, place for you to know who are those brokers that are basically offering those kind of, should I say, services. Okay, so I am going to share to you. I already had experienced these brokers. Okay, so I personally had encountered their services already. So, but few of these brokers still on the process. Okay, so I am looking for a broker which basically carries on my mantra as a forex trader. Okay, so not as just basically to um not just basically to amass tons of profits. Okay, so we are always been hoping to have that, but you always have to put this in your mind that you know you really don't have to be so greedy. You don't have to put much room for greediness here in forex trading because as they always have to say, forex trading is an investment with a very high volatility. Okay, so the market is so unsure, it's uncertain. So there is what we call uncertainty within the um, the industry itself. So that is why some of the brokers is basically providing this for you to try out your capacity. You would always have to know the signs, like me. So when I started this, okay, so I am going to begin, should I say, sharing to you the broker that I had. Okay, so that is basically ASJ Global Forex. Okay, so um I uh basically I was just invited by my friend, so by the batchmates as well. So he basically told me that would you like to join our team? At that specific moment of time, I really don't have enough. So I am totally lost. As in, I am totally begging myself to some other people for me to have food at the table and everything. So it's kind of quite hard for me to supply all of the needs that I do have every day. So my friend is basically, and during that time, okay, so January 10, we are still not within the recovery of the typhoon Udef. Okay, so it's still fresh. Uh, the calamity is still, should I say, still wounding. Okay, so it's still, should I say, fresh one um within my life journey here. So though I really did not expect that it will occur, right? So by the way, supposedly I'm just going to annotate one, should I say, video a day. Okay, but I don't want to feel like I will be stressed or something. Okay, so I just got one gig bonus from a certain telco. So that is why I have to consume it because tomorrow it will basically expire. So I have to consume it. Not consume today, but maybe tomorrow I will still be able to use the bonus, the 1 gig bonus for the next video that I am going to share to everyone. Alright? Okay. So going back to the brokers, okay? So guys, it is so much important that you will be able to know their, should I say, their certificates and everything. So how their business is basically doing, and the reviews of the broker itself. It is so much important so you will not get deceived or scammed, or you basically place your particular amount to the particular broker who is illegitimate. Okay, so or you're not so sure about their I should say their business should I say papers. Okay, so it is so much important to acquire those information ahead. Okay, so yeah, for this ASJ, okay, Global Forex. Again, it was just basically an invite from my batchmate. So he told me that there would be a fresh, should I say, Forex, should I say, trading wherein the signal is provided. So I told myself, what is this all about? So I don't know what is the signal mean, what is indicators mean, what are buy and sell. So but though it is understandable in our own level of understanding that we have is buy and sell. So you are going to buy, so you'll be able to acquire the goods and services that you want, that you desire, right? So you would also have like, should I say, you're going to sell for something, so you'll be able to earn. Okay, so something like that. So I told him that I just don't want to get associated with it because I don't have enough, should I say, capability to stand with obligation, most especially for the pending. So ASG is basically requiring, should I say, they don't have any no deposit bonus. Okay, that is basically what I'm going to share to you. This is the legit, should I say, brokers already. But here in ASG, they started because I was invited January 10. So ASJ is basically, should I say, having that $30 starting capital. Okay, so you'll be able to begin the trade. Okay, the good thing in there is that they do have a dedicated, should I say, analysis team wherein they try to, should I say, to take a closer outlook of the should I say of the market. Okay, so in other words, if you are going to have the signal already, so what you are just going to do is to execute the position and the time. Okay, so and they gave us an assurance that once you already have executed it, there would always be that kind of profit. Okay, so far, my experience, all of their, should I say, signals are profitable. Okay, so uh, the program itself is so nice. So that is why it feels so sad. If, for example, they are doing something wrong. So they supposedly are helping those people who are, should I say, who are experiencing, uh, should I say, hardship. Okay, so within those hardship to those people who are so to say having that kind of thing, right? So like me, so I am a good example for that. All right, so don't mix me up. So do not should I say too sensitive or too should I say to the things that I am. Maybe probably there would be words that could really try to annoy or irritate you. So, but you really have to take this in because this is basically the experience that I am having. Alright, okay, so uh, ASJ is basically their main server is situated in Hong Kong. Okay, so at the beginning, so I told my batchmate that I am just not going to indulge myself with that particular business because I really am not into it. Okay, so I told him, not unless, okay, so he will be able to provide with the funding. So at that specific moment in time, he is basically gaining profit already. So he is basically withdrawing $2,000 for how many times already. So in other words, from the $230 that he basically put up, so he was able to amass huge quantities of dollars already. And he was basically enjoying the ROI already. So he told me that, oh, I'm just going to help you. I totally understand your situation, your personal life in there. So I am going to finance it through Binance. Okay, so through so to say my own funds. So I told him that that would be okay, that would be better because I will be able to experience as well what is trading. So that is just basically my point. So I will be able to try what is this all about. Alright? So during that specific moment in time, so once I because I already had so to say placed an advance registration January 10 because he basically told me that, oh, please register to this, like this and like that. And then you have to do the funding. Okay, so the funding is basically for, through GCash or a bank, should I say, transfer. So that's basically the thing. So I told him that I really don't like this kind of business because I really don't have any. And at that moment in time, so I really am not effective to to go within that responsibility because I don't have money. So I am just basically selling goods in the community that I am into. And but I told myself that I really have to stop. Should I say, selling goods? I have to look for another opportunity that could really further my my should I say my idle should I say times. Okay, so that moment in time, so I was kind of quite busy with applying, so, and then I was able to gain a job, okay, so something like that, so I even have to move that further. But yeah, and then uh, he got back to me April 26th of 2022, and he told me that, oh, I will be the one to help you because I feel so to say pity for you because you don't have any, you cannot get a regular job to any certain big corporations with which we feel that you are capable of should I say representing a certain corporation with a specific position. Okay, so something like that is basically occurring. Okay, so after that, okay, so I already had started should I say because the one that I am just basically completing in there in April 26th is the funding, and once it will be approved together with those KYC or know yourself certificates and everything. So once it will be approved, so you will be ready for the trading. Okay, so I was kind of scrap. Uh, I am into should I say uh, into I scrumming with the information. So how I will be able to open that. So it's basically my first interaction with MetaTrader 5, something like that. MetaTrader 5. So that's basically it. Though he told me that I have to learn little things in that through a demo account, but I did not follow because I told him that it's not totally within my interest to go further with forex because I know already that there is a warning that even if you're going to visit any broker, forex broker, you would always have to place in there see if these forex trading is a highly volatile serious investment. Okay, so you always have to make sure that uh, that you are just going to invest on the things that you can afford to lose. So that's always the word. Okay, so um, then I told myself that okay, since this is basically funded by my batchmates, so I told myself that why not give this a shot. So on the first day of trading, so it's kind of quite because they do have a specific time, so around 8 to 9 or 9 to 10. So that's the usual trading time that they do have. They are going to provide a signal whether that specific day is the time for you to buy that specific instrument. Alright, so yeah, whether you're going to buy or sell within that specific period of time. So yeah, so after that, okay, so on my first day, I really am not doing good because, I cram with a lot of things that I'm going to do. So what will be the thing that is going that I'm going to click on, something like that. So it's kind of struggle in my end to have those placed into one. Okay, so uh, and I wasn't really able to, should I say, to have my alarm. So that is why I was able to sleep, and then I woke up already 2 minutes or 3 minutes late before the training time. But my friend told me that you have to start at the exact time because you really have to follow their instructions. Okay, so if that would be the time you're going to execute the uh, the signal, so that would be the exact time. And at the same time, the crossing, so that would be all together with so many other numbers. So I woke up around 2 minutes after, so I still participate with the trading, should I say, execution, which I suppose I don't have because I'm already totally late, something like that. So uh, after I click that certain particular, so it goes down. So the graph goes down. So I thought, what I'm going to do with this, I really don't know how to seriously to manipulate this in the five or MetaTrader because you know that is basically the I didn't given it dumb research what would be the thing that I'm going to do in the first place, right? So that is basically what is happening. So and then second day, third day, so it became tradable. So I was able to get used to and MetaTrader. So that specific moment of time, so I was able to feel the love of forex. I was able to appreciate the the industry already. So that is why I told myself that I'm going to learn this. My batchmate is basically disclosing to me via websites for me to further my knowledge. Okay, so yeah, this is the thing that we're going to do. So the basic information, the basic thing you have to participate with this trading forex. But the good thing is, yeah, you know, once you already are okay with it, so you'll be able to properly um, uh, perform it. Okay, so something like that. So once it's already okay, so the next day of the trading, so there will be another fresh, so this is signal that you're going to follow, right? So same thing, it's recursive. So it's quite enjoyable because we did it 5 minutes. At that moment in time, we started with 5 minutes. So within 5 minutes, you have to execute the trade, and then you are just going to wait for the trade. And you're just going to wait for the particular profit that you're going to, right? So that is basically the business of ASJ Forex. And then my neighbor here is basically as well into it. So I told them that would there be any problem with the liquidity of their, should I say, financial thing here? So he basically told me that no, you know, they are as well trading, they are as well earning, and they are as well, should I say, adding up some capital to, I mean, it's adding up uh, some commissions to it. Okay, so the good thing with the bad thing with this is that you they are they really are going to incur, so to say, incur like commissions. Okay, so yeah, so with which for me it is just should I say, um, it is just um uh so to say, within the company policy because they are as well providing, they basically are, so to say, providing salary to their analysis team for them to take and look at the market. Okay, so of course there would be operating expenses as well with the SJ. Okay, so that is it. So I found the program is totally good, but then I feel that the members are already exceeding into millions, 10 million subscribers. That is basically world performing every together within a specific period of time. Okay, so uh, there would be times that I experienced that the system got or the MetaTrader got, should I say, stuck in a particular, should I say, graph. Okay, so we cannot close it. So luckily, the graph won't really have to go down right away. So we just have to stay within. So yeah, there would be losses to some other people in there, but you know, I am just so lucky that I got the support of my batchmate, and he will be the one to have, should I say, to support me in terms of I'm having some problem. Okay, so that is basically ASJ Forex. I feel so so sad about the company because the purpose is so nice. They are basically helping those people around. So they do charitable works. They do a lot of things. Okay, so but then there would be, should I say, sprouting bad news about them. So yeah, I just hope that I am not, should I say, not on them. Except for those, should I say, spreading bad news to the company. Okay, so that's basically it. Alright, so what would be the thing? Okay, so they basically do not offer, should I say, no deposit bonus. That is the thing that we are going to discuss or share to everyone. So what is no deposit bonus? It is just basically a program to a certain brokerage, forex brokerage, wherein uh, you are going to execute a trade. I got one viewer. So thank you so much for tuning in. So we are basically discussing no deposit bonus. Okay, so I do totally appreciate your presence here in the for access. Okay, so if you have any concern, you have any other, should I say, commentaries, so I am so much willing to answer that in the commentary box or just message me at abgo@gmail.com. Right, so that is it. Okay, so again, no deposit bonus is basically, should I say, implemented. That is basically a program that is implemented by a lot of brokers, and that is basically to entice clients, okay, so to join their trading platform. Okay, so why is it so that you encourage it? Because if you already are, should I say, ready to take forex seriously, so you really are going to uh, put up a particular capital for you to start up, for you to begin your trading journey, and you'll be able to earn earn profits as well. But it is not that easy for you to gain, so most according to statistics. So the beginners would always have to lose their capital or deposits um, within just a day. Okay, so because the beginner are too overwhelmed with the information, so they are still not prepared uh, to plunge on that specific, should I say, trade. Alright, so that is basically the thing. So that is why they would always have to encourage, should I say, this kind of programs, so you will be able to test your capability. They will be able to measure your skills in, should I say, should I say, mixing or in blending, should I say, indicators in the market. Okay, unlike ASJ, okay, so ASJ is basically like you are spoon feed with the information already. So what you are just going to do is to execute the signal, is to execute the trade, then you'll be able to gain a profit, and that is daily. Okay, so that makes me into into a place that basically puts me into a place where I told myself that is there something wrong with this that everybody's getting profit and then something like that. So I even questioned myself, but I told myself that anyways, okay, so this is basically a funded account. So what I am just going to do is to follow and follow. So yeah, that is basically it. So right, no trading bonus. Okay, so it's basically should I say the program. So as I mentioned a while ago, that is basically shared to the people, so you will be able to first-handedly experience their interface, the way they do business. Okay, so and uh, what are those should we say advantage and disadvantage within their company. Okay, so that is it. Alright, so to begin with this, so I do experience this already, and the first, should we say, broker that I experienced is this Take Mill. Okay, so Take Mill is basically a UK regulated brokerage, so that is where you can totally rely on this. This is one of the best trading platform that we can have in the market. Okay, so um, I basically challenged myself to participate in the demo challenge in the scalping edition. So later on, you'll be able to know what is scalping. Okay, so how you'll be able to do scalping, how it is should we say it is done. Alright, so that's basically it. Alright, okay. So but before going through that, okay, so my performance in this is cannot doing it. Okay, so because during the contest, so um, I was able to place in the midway trading already. So I was able to have like I'm in the fourth place. So I earned because the starting there is 1,000 capital for the demo challenge. So for the demo challenge, so then I was able to have 1,300. So I earned 300 pesos for the profit. So the strategy that I basically impose is just so simple. So I just follow the trend and I do scalping. Okay, so 5 minutes looking at the candlestick. So if there will be opportunities for you to buy and sell, so you're going to perform that specific, should I say, specific uh, strategy. Right? So that's basically what is this all about. Okay, so and so far, okay, so I totally recommend them because they do got this $30 no deposit bonus. What does it mean? So once you are going uh, to open a registration to the website and you are fully KYC, okay, know yourself, certificates or everything. So you will be able to receive $30 a day, but that is non withdrawable. Okay, so you have to make a trade. Okay, this would have to go with their terms and condition. They specify you have to follow. What are those instruments that you can just trade? Okay, so you can trade crypto, you can just trade metals, you can just trade, should I say, major currencies in the world, right? So indices, you cannot trade indices. Okay, so and commodities as well. You cannot trade commodities in there. Okay, so I am doing good in the challenge supposedly, but luckily, because I told myself that I feel like the trend analysis that I has become effective, and that is basically my first, should I say, though I do have an experience with ASG already. In ASG, you're just going to execute and you are not going to analyze anything. So, yeah, it's totally spoon feed. Okay, so if you have the fresh, should I say, signal, so you're just going to follow that. Right? So simple as that. Alright, in Take Meal, okay, so it's basically that, yeah, you really have to get ahead with your presumptions. Okay, you have to make sure that your presumptions are doing the right way. Okay, so through implementations of those indicators that I told you, there would be thousands and there would be millions. I mean, thousands of indicators that you're going to study. Okay, because uh, the market is basically uncertain by its nature itself. Okay, nobody can basically just predict it. Okay, so nobody can just do, should I say, the right or exact or the precise presumption that this will be the thing that is going to happen. Okay, so that would have to correlate to the things that I basically discussed a while ago. So the factors that is basically affecting, should I say, forex numbers. right? So I just hope that you were able to gain profit to it. Okay, so and you'll be able to use those information or those knowledge that I shared to you a while ago. Alright, okay, so again, so no deposit bonus. Okay, so for this is basically for those who really wanting to challenge themselves with the complications of forex. Okay, so though I totally understand that if in the beginning, so you really are going to struggle for this because um, uh, it's kinda a task. Okay, so it really requires patience and should I say hard work, learnings. Okay, so you really have to acquire great education. So as you will be able to, should we say, you will be able to be an effective trader, right? Okay, so again, guys, if you wanted to, so take meal is highly recommended. Okay, so they're one of the best, should we say, forex trading should I say broker that we have here in the Philippines. Again, I get one viewer, so thank you so much for watching. So I just hope that you're getting there. Okay, so yeah, um, that's it, right? So supposedly I was able to focus because there would be no concentration with the thick mill demo challenge. But if you're going to have another, should I say, another competition, so I would hesitate myself to join again. Okay, so let me see how I gain improvement to my trading, as to say, trading, should we say, um, skills. Alright, okay, so the next one that I basically joined with is this. It's still a UK based forex broker, and this is what we call the fresh broker. Okay, so what do a fresh broker do? So same thing. So what is the good thing? Still basically giving real money, but that real money is not yet withdrawable, not unless you will be able to perform well. Okay, so you cannot withdraw it. Of course, you're not going to. Nobody would have to do that. Okay, so even if I'm going to own a particular company, so of course I'm not going to provide $2,000. Okay, so and then you're just going to withdraw it. Okay, so the good thing with fresh forex is that the should I say the amount, the welcome bonus that you are getting in there is totally big. Imagine 2021, okay, dollars. So that's kinda 100,000 pesos already. So equivalent here in the Philippines. So with the underlying, so to say, guidelines and principles, you have to adhere with those specifics that they are, should we say, they are, um, mm, should I say, providing to that particular, should I say, no deposit bonus thing. Okay, so one of those things that I feel like I really can't comply is that once you are already profitable, okay, so say for example within 5 days of trading, and you will be able to gain 5,000, I mean 500 US dollars, you are going to equalize the particular profit that you earn before you can withdraw. So it would have to end up that yeah, you are going to uh, try the platform, their should I say the company, what are the services. I see that they had a good, should say, deposit process because they do have bank deposit directly to your account. Okay, so even if you are here in the Philippines and then you are as well having that kind of withdrawal, and just so easy steps for you to do. Alright, so that's basically fresh forex. Okay, so um I withdrawn I canceled my registration in there because I feel that I really cannot. Even if I am going to place a lot of hard work in there, imagine $2,021. That's too big. Okay, so that's too big for me. So even I can earn $500 a day for it. But the problem in there, how I will be able to equalize $500 when in fact I don't have any. So that is why I canceled my registration in there. So I did not pursue my, should I say, my uh, the venture that I got with Fresh Forex. So I did, yeah, I just let it be. So the next one is the peak mill. So at the end of the demo, I was, the market got reversed. So I did not move for quite some time in there because am into a week of trend strategy. So trend, that is downline. So uh, downtrend. So you are just going to place your bet to down. If that would be uptrend, so you're just going to take a look at the graph. Okay, so properly. And I was able to have it, but the problem is uh, the the currency that I am basically using reverses its path. So that is why I got should I say loses already, and I already, so that is why I did not pursue it. And then the $30 as well, I cannot see still, but I'm still looking at it. I'm still coordinating with Sir Jason J. Albani, so Pickmill. So he's basically the business manager in there. He told me that it is just basically in there, so I did scan through NP4, but then I cannot see the $30. So that is why I cannot proceed with the underlying, should I say, regulation is just like this. So you are just going to trade, and once you gain a profit for your $30, you'll be able to withdraw your profit. Okay, you cannot withdraw the $30. Okay, so that's the normal. This is just basically to first-handly experience their services. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to focus to have is this FBS. So this is basically an American forex broker. Okay, what is the good thing in this that they inculcated a lot of, should I say, advancement to their platform. Like they had an applications. Okay, they had should I say the website. Should I say users page. Okay, so and then they are basically giving you $140 as your starting capital. Okay, that is basically the one that I'm working with. Okay, so far the first 2 days of the trade, so I was able to have $20 already profit. Okay, so that is the one that I did explain to you a while ago, that I presume that the Great Britain pound is going to get stronger than the dollar, but my presumption goes wrong. So that is why I got loses of $20. So that is why I am still catching up with the $20 loss that I have. So hoping that I will be able to, after the announcement of the Prime Minister Boris Johnson, and his resignation to his being a Prime Minister in the United Kingdom. Okay, so at his 10th Street Downing, 10 Downing Street in London. Okay, so that's it. Alright, so that would be the three, and there would be as well this, should I say, forex brokers who is basically giving no commissions, no charges to swaps and everything. And I consider this as one of the choices that I can just basically funnel, because these are fit to my capacity as of this moment in time. So I really have to start the lowest possible thing. Alright. Okay, so we have 39 minutes and 16 minutes of discussion already. So I just hope that I was able to partake vital information with regards to the groupers that you really wanted to venture. Okay, so again, yeah, there would be a lot of, it would just really have to take certain research, a degree of little research, for you to be able to find the right forex broker for you. Okay? And I feel that if I will be successful to FBS, so I will be for sure officially join their team as a forex trader. Okay, so because they had a good, so to say, interface, so they had the app, so they had should I say as well a lot of should I say promotion thing, like say for example if you're profitable, so they are going to provide you top-notch gadgets like iPhone, like MacBook, so they're giving cars, something like that. So it would really have to motivate you as a person, especially me that I really am poor as of this moment in time. So that is basically my target. Alright, so again, take meal. Okay, so please try it for yourself. So it's a nice broker as well. Okay, so fresh forex. I cannot if your capability can, so you can just basically go with fresh forex because it has a nice starting capital of 2021. Okay, and the last one it will be FBS. So this is an American, so to say, online trading platform. Okay, so that would be it for today. Okay, so yeah, you take good care. See you tomorrow. We're still going to discuss a lot of things about forex trading. Okay, so the underlying jargons, words, and everything. So I just hope I did not get you zeroed. I fill in your memory with a lot of information with regards to forex trading. So do not always say that you did not learn anything. So you were zero. Okay, so you have to say to yourself that you were able to earn and gain enough knowledge. Okay, so the education is one of the key for you to be a successful forex trader. Okay, so that would be it for this day. You take good care. Okay, so yeah, have a great day. Goodbye.